like, how do we mention this? So, first of all, help us mention it correctly and tell us why you chose Jubilare.
You actually mentioned it right. The why is because of what I believe in. So I'm not a marvelous singer like Joe or Tish or Mercedes or the others in the group. But as a person of faith, I believe that we are called to make a joyful noise unto God. So Jubilare is shout for joy or make a joyful noise. It's a Latin word for make a joyful noise or shout for joy. So Jubilare, or you say Jubilare, but it's Jubilare, it's fine.
Okay. So now you know, make a joyful noise. Jubilare, Jubilare, Jubilare. So you can also take it, when you go to church, instead of make a joy, say Jubilare. The whole church. So before I move to Mercedes, you mentioned that you don't sing, but you have a group. So what do they actually do, the group, Jubilare? What do you actually do?
The whole group is Jubilare Group. Music is just one aspect of the group. So the idea behind the group is to put out a force for Christian content. And the content can be from a music point, it can be from the word point, and also provide social interventions backed by faith. So the whole group is Jubilare Group as a group, and the music is just an aspect of it. So we have a podcast called Faith Forward, which just speaks about content and just walking in faith and the Christian word. We also do social interventions. For the past 4 years, we've been donating to various causes that we believe in. And this year, we would be going back to the oncology unit at Kolebu for children with cancer. So music is just one aspect, but it's entirely about the gospel of God.
Wow. So content creation, music, you have a podcast, and some social intervention. That's amazing. Mercedes, as the head of media, how long have you, as Jubilare, been in existence, and how far have you come from the time you started?
Okay, so Jubilare started in 2020. Yes, so we have 4 years now. And in media, I think we have come a long way. We have most of our content online. We done covers on songs, and we put them up on YouTube. We're actually Jubilare_official on our social media platforms. Yeah, so we haven't been on for long, but we are doing a lot. Within this year, we've done, as my president has mentioned, we've shot so many videos. We're doing social interventions and all that. So yeah, our audience is growing, and we are doing a good work.
Great. So first of all, let's get some questions on Jubilare. Yes, I'll make my CEO talk. He'll come in. We are going to atmosphere of worship. But I want us to talk about Jubilare now. If you have any questions for the group Jubilare, you can now ask your questions before we move to atmosphere of worship. The concerts that's going to come on. Please, do you have any questions for the group Jubilare? You can raise up your hands. I'll bring you the microphone. I know you don't have questions. Oh, God. Okay. Please give Ike the mic.
All right, thank you. Please, I'd like to find out how you're able to...
and your media.
Okay, my name is Ike from Multimedia. I'd like to find out how you're able to put together funds to be able to go to some of these places to do these social interventions. I know it's a group. I mean, definitely you have other, things that you do, but I would like to know how funding is being done on that level. Thank you very much.
Well, for most part of the years, what we've done has been purely internally generated, because it's backed really by a desire to help, not just to put out the word, but God says you can preach to a hungry stomach, so you support as best as you can. So for most part, it's been internally generated. This year, however, we are open to public support and donation, really because last year we did visit the oncology unit. And because, again, it was internally generated, the fans was not that much. But having been there and observed the struggle and the pain that the children and their parents were going through, we thought it would be a good idea to open it up and, get more. And to the glory of God, just last week, we got a partner come in, and we would be announcing that as well, who's looking to take it beyond just going to donate, to do a Christmas party for the kids and bring there the spirit of festivities of Christmas. So not just the funding for their medicals, they can also enjoy what the season brings to bear to all of us.
Okay. You have a follow-up?
Yes. I believe you've been doing this thing for 4 years. I'm not sure any of us here knew that you've been doing this thing for 4 years. What pushed you to come loud this time around and involve the media? Yeah.
I think there's a time and season for everything. And when the time and season is up, you do what the time and season demands of you. So all the 4 years we've been doing this, I mean, Mercedes mentioned we've done covers, we've put out some songs and all that. But this year, the choir is putting out its maiden album. And that is different from just doing covers. And for me, being at the place where I'm able to say I've written all the songs on the maiden album, and it's the group going out to do it, and we have a wonderful partnership with Reverb. You cannot hide your candle under a bushel at this point. You have to come out. And again, we want public support for the donation at the oncology unit, because we think that we can do more if we get more.
Okay, Julius.
Thank you. My name is Kwesi from Gospel GH. I'm trying to make the question very, proper, so that it doesn't sound very, But I just want to ask that, there are quite a number of groups that we all know of, and Jubilare. I'm just hearing of Jubilare now, though you've been around for some time. So I just wanted to know yourself. What makes this group stand out? What makes you peculiar? Is there anything you think your group stands out of all the other, groups that we know? That's what I'm saying. I don't want it to sound a certain way, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I just want something that, when I remember, I can tie it to Jubilare. If there is.
What's unique about Jubilare?
Yeah.
All right.
I can put something out and then you support me, not me fiumbu. I mean, yeah, it's a good question. And I think from a founder place, it's a question you ask yourself every time. It's not something you just answer to be sure you are doing what you believe you're called to do. First off, I dare say that Jubilare is the only multi-genre choir that exists. I dare say in Ghana. So what do I mean? We are doing choral, we're doing contemporary, we are doing, what do you call that? Hymns, classicals. The group does all that. And we are not doing choral in a contemporary form. We are not doing classical in a contemporary form. We are doing classical as classical. We are doing contemporary as contemporary. You're doing choral as choral. So on the album, you have hymns, you have anthems, you have the high life, you have the contemporary, and you have your choral. Now tell me which group you know that has all that on an album out there. Beyond the style that we are adopting, it's also, there are various works that makes the gospel work and the family of God work. Why do you build new churches when there are a lot? Why do you have different pastors being ordained when there are a lot? Why do you have new people come up in the ministry of Christ? Is it enough? We have people come up singing romantic songs all the time, and jazz and all that. I don't think anybody asks them what makes your romantic song different from Phil Collins or the next romantic song singer. We have different ways we're communicating, and a song could appeal to you from one group as it could appeal to you from another. the story cannot be told enough in different ways and different formats about the love of God. So the next group could come, 10,000 other groups could come, but it's all feeding the same body of Christ. Then you have the other works. So what makes us unique? First, we are unique because I am not you, and the message I have is different from the message the next person has, even though it's still about the gospel. But from a choir point of view, I dare say, like I've said, and every other thing.
Okay. Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Right. Next question. Do you have any other questions? Adam, you okay? Okay. All right. So now you all know Jubilare. So you can move to atmosphere of worship. Are we on the same page? Okay. So first, we are now moving to atmosphere of worship. So atmosphere of worship. Okay, tell us about atmosphere of worship. Let me start from Mercedes. Deborah has been doing a lot of the talking, so let me go to Mercedes. Mercedes, tell us about atmosphere of worship.
Okay, so I'll start and then she'll continue. Atmosphere of Worship, I think there's a third edition. Yeah, the first one was in 2022. Yeah, so there's the third edition, as I said earlier.
Please don't go and watch that video, Yeshin. Don't know what all.
And it's actually a dream of our president, actually, yeah. She loves worship a lot. And at the end of every year, actually 15th December is her birthday, so we do the donation, and then after we crown it with the atmosphere of worship. So I'd say it's a platform where we all come together to give thanks to God for what He's done throughout the year and how far He has brought us. Yeah, so that's what I'll say about atmosphere of worship.
So this year's one will be the 4th edition?
Yes, no, third.
3rd edition,
Yeah,
rather.
third.
Okay. Debbie, you want to add something?
I think the only thing I would add is I think music is very transformative. And you can sit in church, a pastor would preach. Sometimes you leave without taking anything out. It's probably not your time to pick that word out. But music has a way of connecting all of us, even if you don't understand the language. And I feel when you start off the whole year, there's just so much that comes at you. And sometimes before the year ends, you've been able to weather the storm so well, you can't believe you did. Other times, by the time the year is ending, you are just about finding your footing. You are hoping things would turn around much better than, the year started. There's like a whole lot of balls moving in the air. But I think that no matter what your situation is, by the close of the year, you have a sense of God has done something. It might not be everything, you have it. And as people of faith, I think when we come together and we lift up a praise to God, it's either for the fact that He's done it or in acknowledgement of the fact that He's going to do it. So either way, it's a good time to do it when the year is coming to an end. So the atmosphere of worship is just basically to thank God, but also to create an atmosphere of performance for yourself going into the new year. And when we do that, even for unbelievers who are also going through the realities of life, I feel music sometimes have a way of speaking to their emptiness if they don't know God. And so as we put up praise, it becomes like a connector that also draws people into God, like a sweet perfume. So yeah, I mean, Mercedes has said it, but the reason why we also do it at that time, I think it ties in really well to the fact that I'm ending the year, I'm thanking God for my life, but I'm also thanking Him for all that He's seen me through and all that He's going to do. And it's same for every believer that's out there.
Great. And this is going to be the 3rd edition. The first two, you did it without reverb. Why did you decide to partner reverb on this edition?
Again, I guess it's seasons and time. The first two, we didn't have an album. The first two, I didn't even know I could write a whole album. And we're just starting, and you're kind of feeding things out. I mean, we did it in my compound, put together some chairs, I mean, it was fun. And it was also a statement of the fact that, yeah, you were starting it. You know, it's not perfect, but you are starting it. This time, in doing this, I think that as a group and as people, irrespective of the sector you are at, you need leaders. And so I don't know who else is like on top of his form, like Joe, you know, and I like to have the best. So it just goes without saying.
Okay. Then let me go to the CEO of Free Web Studios. Joe, over the years, we've seen Reverb churn out events, I think, over the last 15 years or so. What new are we going to expect at Atmosphere of Worship?
I think over the years, like you said, it's always been projects that we have done for ourselves or the people that we already work with within the Reverb label enclave. But in this particular instance, we've extended a hand to bring on board a new group and see how best the little that God has also given us, we can stand and rally behind them. I had a meeting with Debbie and some of the other partners, and when she had said they wanted to record, I said, okay, send me the songs, let me hear them. So I remember when the songs came, I think we went there, we did everything. And later I said, are you sure you wrote these songs? You know, at a point I was even encouraging her. I said, I think maybe if you can write more. It doesn't even have to be just for Jubilare. So the first instance was for us to do the production. So that's how it started. And then we extended it to the Atmosphere of Worship itself, where we're putting it together, putting the team together, working together with the entire Jubilare to make sure that the night, which is the Atmosphere of Worship, is fully produced and worked on by Reverb and Jubilare. So Jubilare is the main character for the night. We're just supporting and behind them as a company.
Okay, so supporting as an event house.
More or less, yeah.
A full production house.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're doing full production, actually.
Okay. So I can come to you for most of the event details. So share the event details with us.
Sure.
When is it happening? Where is it happening?
It's happening on the 13th of December at the Physicians and Surgeons Hall. I think the time is 5 p.m. Yes, 5 p.m. The event would have started. So, we're going to have some of the new songs that have been recorded, both the contemporary and then the choral. And so they have like both sounds. It's amazing. I don't know how they're doing it though, but it's great how like they can, when they're choral, when they're contemporary. And so we're going to have more like the experience and then also the recording. So we've done the main production already, but we're going to have an experience of the production live with the people at the event.
Are we going to see any guest artists?
Yes. So on the production itself, we had quite a number of features as well.
Okay.
I happened to do one of the songs. There's an amazing lady here, Tish. She did one.
Okay.
I have Philippa Jale did one. There's a Nyunyam that did one. There's also Kwekute did one. So it was like a full loaded project. Yeah.
So all these people will be
there on the night. Yes, they'll all be ministering together with
Nyunyam, Tish, Luigi, Philippa Jale,
yes,
and yourself.
And myself, yes. So
Great.
we'll all be ministering together with
Jubilare.
And SK.
And SK.
Yeah, SK.
Okay, SK Frimpong. Okay, yeah. Nice. So are you because you said, Deborah, you said you were going to use it to raise or use it as a stepping foot for your social intervention. Are you going to charge tickets? How is it going to be like?
So it's free to enter. As for the Wombo Susunity, we've not figured it out yet. But I mean, the program is free to enter. Yeah.
Okay. So the program is Atmosphere of Worship, happening on the 13th of December, Physicians and Surgeons Hall, 5 p.m. Jubilare, the main act, Joe Metal, Kwekute, Luigi Macklin, and Yonyam, Philip Ajare, and Tish. Tish is here. We'll give her the opportunity soon to also talk. But now we are done with our discussion here. If you have any questions on atmosphere of worship, it's now time for you to also ask your question on atmosphere of worship. Yes.
Okay, I have two questions.
The name and the media.
Kwesi, Gospel GH, Kwesi Ofori, Gospel GH. I have two questions. Sorry to draw you back. It just came to, whilst you were talking, it just came to mind that, looking at and even Joe confirmed it, the fact that you're able to do choral, you're able to do contemporary. I just wanted to know, how did the group come about? Are they like friends because I think you are the visionary, and so how did you rally people around to have such vast, talents all in one? So if you can give us just a brief history. And then with the event, I wanted to also know, since you are not charging, how are you hoping to raise the funds for the projects, that even the production itself, the hall and all that, you would have to pay and sort the events before the money for the social interventions? How do you plan to work around that?
God is still in the miracle business. But with regards to the group, we are still growing the group. We don't have a perfect group, but we know what it is we want to do. So I said I love music. I'm not a good singer, and I love all forms of music, all types of music. So I couldn't see myself just do a choral. A group that just does choral, because I love contemporary, I love jazz, I love country, I love reggae. So for me, I believe that I just feel I was called to do a multi-purpose or a multi-genre group. So I put out invitations. My director does so Eben is my director. He does a good job of feeding people out who want to join. We are always looking for new talents or people who are interested and have an open mind, who want to come and then just do contemporary. But we'll do contemporary and do choral. You just have an open mind. It's also very hard to get someone who just does contemporary really well and do choral really well. So you have a good balance. Sorry. You have a good balance. You can end up having a song where you have the forerunners, and then you would have the supporting team. And if it's choral, you would have a new forerunner, and you would have the supporting team. It's just about creating a really good balance.
Okay. Ike, please give the mic to Ike. Please give the mic to Ike.
The second question.
Okay, the second question.
Oh, she answered.
Oh,
She said God is still in the miracle business.
Okay, miracle working.
I sometimes I want to understand what the need to know where the money is coming from. I always, because that question comes up a lot. So sometimes I want to understand. It's for encouragement, so that you to be encouraged when you have to raise. Trust the Lord, my brother. Don't add but. If you add but, you spoil the trust.
Okay, Ike.
Okay, my name is Ike from Multimedia. For the event, I don't want to go deep into it because I know what Reverb can do on that very day. But you made mention of the fact that we're going to have an experience of the album yet to release. I want to know when the album will be out. Right after the event, I want to know those details because we'll be tracking to know how far Jubilare will be going with that. Because I believe I love the way you speak about the fact that you're able to write the songs and all of that. So I'll be expecting to see people enjoy that particular kind of album. If it is out, then we'll come back to ask which one is your favorite out of that. But for now, right after that very day, when the atmosphere of worship event is done, when are we going to experience that album and all of? But I'm seeing Emmanuel Jodov. I don't know if he was part of the album.
He's not part.
He's not part. He's just you came to.
He's a blogger now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Friends of the media.
Friends of the media.
Sure.
Okay, let me.
I think okay. No, not everything. I forgot. No, she was asking whether we're going to listen to some of the songs today, but I don't know if I planned it to. Because we're not done with everything.
The album, the question about the album, when it will be out.
Oh, okay. So, I think we're still working on it, whether to release it just before the event or right after the event. So it's something that is still being discussed. So it might be just before, probably maybe a few days to the event itself, or right after the event. Because by God's grace, the album is almost ready. If maybe by the next week or two, mixes and everything should be ready. So I'm sure we're good to go.
Yeah, and because you are partners on this journey, we'll share all those releases with you. Okay, any more questions on atmosphere of worship? And I mean, you can still ask about Jubilare if you want to. Okay, Fantido, okay.
Me pacho, me come Fante. Is that okay?
Pachoko.
Okay.
But the name of the media house.
Okay, Fantido, Adum TV. And I would want to know.
I want
On
to
the
know
13th of November, no. The man that yet some portrait, it makes sense, no. What I say. On the 13th of December, on Saturday, baby, I'm supposed to be with you. Me tell me why. What's that one thing in there? I shouldn't be anywhere other than with you. And me pede me who the album no. Is there any truth that album no a casa for home? If you there, I saw Yako Chapra the massam no. Yensha dance in the baby yana. My question.
The question I'm imagine at Shamu. Why you should be with me? Well, but I think that Juma, right? The why is always about your purpose and your objective in God. And as Christians, and I think that they will support each other in promoting the gospel. Your presence is more than support, because se nyankopon na mobi achede na odze ye juma on fe nye man ho odze ye madodo and nyankopon su hra o hra kro ka pempem enti awu umba na ereba no it's meant to be a blessing for me and for you. Anna enyimo baby a won sure free bad. It's like the foolish and the wise virgins. It be feel there okay because the next one and so and Shana or Buffon we prepare something for just you for that program. Ain't no our there ba na ebete na esha wo ho kran na ejiwenyu aso wanyamim na ejimanyame wodzema na ezeko, right? And then you had another question, whether there's truth. Okay, one can with chapter day. Yako chapter day bia is yin nani asasa. Our time bia na the readiness of your spirit to receive the word from God. And sinye the man ka chapra ya kwa Christmas bia yeti Christmas story, Easter yeti Easter. And ken kobium. But I am sure I echo other days. There's a time, a story you hear all the time. You say, and so that's the man. And so there are various ways to kill a cat. And so, wakwan pia wofado, the master wakwan pia wofado the kasem, but wawambera asem falls in your spirit to bear fruit. And so when you go and you come and you listen, it could be that time for you. Yeah.
Okay. Fantido, you're fine. Okay. Any more questions? I think Adam is ready for the question now. Okay, so let's give Adam the mic. Yeah.
That's not a question. It's, I would like to, commend both teams for the initiatives because it's a very good one. It's definitely going to, help the group. Like it is happening. I'm sure people are hearing of them for the first time. We want to see more of such partnerships, and I know that with the capacity of Reverb, they will be there to, help lift others. And this is one of the reasons God has blessed you with some of this. So big ups to both parties for coming together with such initiative. Jubilare shouldn't just end here. Ensure that you intensify your PR and your media activation so that, because it's a form of evangelism, and you need the spotlight to be able to reach a lot of people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Julius.
I have about 3 questions, but
You make it 2.
yeah, 2.
Together.
Let me ask the important ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to partner, somebody wants to sponsor, how does the person come on board?
Okay.
What means,
Okay. That's question number 1.
That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, I'm going to read question number 2, but you let me ask the question number 3. You've been having done this for a number of years. What do you think is the capacity, like your audience capacity? That's why you are moving. Because the previous years, I don't know where you did it, but now that you are moving to surgeons and physicians, how has your capacity been like in the past, so that when we are also making the noise, we know how hard we make the noise? And then, yes, the third question just came to mind. It's regarding from here, what's the plan? What's the roadmap leading to the event? So is it just this and then we will meet there, or there are activities that will be?
Okay. So I think roadmap, Joe Metal will handle the roadmap, then Debbie Steam will handle. So I think, Joe, let's start with you. Roadmap.
So we've already started doing teasers and stuff. This is actually the main one. We're actually supposed to have done this like last week. But once the press conference is over, we're going to be bringing out all the other details of the event, the full flyer with the guest and everything. So promotions for the service itself is about to start right after today. And in terms of even the capacity touches, I think physicians and surgeons can take about 700 people. And so we have enough room for as many that can be able to make it. So if you're asking how hard you should go, don't restrict it. Just let's do it. Let's make it happen so that we're able to have, a full house, packed place where we're able to also share what the group has to offer and even some of the music that they have coming out.
Okay. So the question on the how do people give?
And I mean, just as a comic effect, the question he asked about capacity. Even though Joe has spoken there, the first time I told my friend that we're going to be doing it this time at Physicians and Surgeons, she was like, "Hey, what's so fady?" And she said that because she knows that generally we probably will do like 20, 30 maximum. So she's wondering why, in God's name, Physicians and Surgeons. And 2 weeks ago when I was talking to my dad and I said physician, I said, now some pet 50 seater bina ma so mong nyango fa ba also nyango fa but not why your mom. But you cannot speak and sing of faith and limit yourself. I think that it's not for me to fill the place. Joe is doing a good job with with Reverb. We are doing our bit. We are having this conversation. Although Saba, no Asaba. So please go ahead. And the partnership here.
Yeah, the partnership. Mercedes.
For the partnership, if you want to donate or do the sponsorships, you can reach out to us on our website, aow.jubilaregrouplgb.com.
Please just take it again.
aow.jubilaregrouplgb.com.
Sorry, it's
LBG, sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
Also, you can reach us on 0530 521 1397. 0530 521 1397.
Please take the website again. Yeah.
aow.jubilaregrouplbg.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay. All right. Any more questions? Okay, Fantido. The gospel blogger is there. I'll come to
Okay.
you.
Enti yakase bebree ba yenshada nka album no asem bebree manyoma he no do and ni nyina ye worship songs ana and akade I want to show nyum no nti me pede me hu de nyum bi wodo a oye personal ana and able to share message, like a crab, and at least a tip of the iceberg.
Oh yeah, about Enjum Edu 10 songs. I have to do right. Oh yeah, about 10 songs. Yeah, because I'm in a mature, and I think all the songs are personal. Some of them will probably just be from an engagement point, but every song or what I don't know has its own story. Some of them are tied to like health challenges. It be tied to financial or corporate challenges. It be just tied to just coming to a place of realization that nyame nejuma ye yaboter. Ehwa anamotu no yaboter. And some is just me having fun and then having a song come out of it. So yeah, I think Ningina, person Ningina say something about our journey, and I don't think pain is unique to one person. So if I'm having challenges, I'm a challenge na you have a different kind of challenge. But then at the end of the day, because if Eyenizia and na Eyiwakadea and the Musumbetum, my emite.
Okay, fancy though. You're fine. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. Whilst I'm waiting for the questions, let me just introduce the media people we have. And whilst I'm doing that, to invite Tish. Please let's clap for Tish. Tish is also on the album and also be ministering on 13th of December. So Tish, you can come up and share what we should expect from you on that day. So just, yes. Let's clap for Tish. All right.
Hello, I'm Tish. Okay. Bible says in Matthew 11:28 that, "Come you who are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest." We've started a year from January 1st up. You've had so many desires, and you feel God has not answered you. But I believe at atmosphere of worship, where we come to the feet of Jesus, you will not leave the same as you came. So I'm enriching everybody to come join us as we gather at the feet of Jesus, and you leave with breakthrough, that which you have been praying for. He said he will give you rest. He will give you rest in your marriage. He will give you rest in your finances. He will give you rest in every aspect of your life. So come and you will not be the same again as you came. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tish. I believe you don't have questions for Tish. Then let's clap for Tish. Oh, you have questions for Tish? Ike. Oh, thank God. All right. So, please do.
If there are no more questions, I want to talk a little bit about the album.
Okay.
Okay. You are the writer, and you don't sing, do you? Do you sing?
It's the way you're asking the question.
I make a joyful noise.
Okay. So I want to also know, aside being the writer, who helps with the composition? Because some are contemporary, some are this. Are you the one who decides that when I got this song, this one it has to be choral, then this one, or you have help with, who help? That's.
Is the man looking at your face?
So I don't know about how these things usually work, and I don't know much about the technical details, but when I have a song on my heart, it comes in a specific way. So the hymn came as a hymn. The danceable came as a danceable. The contemporary came as a contemporary. So I don't know if that answers the question you're asking.
Okay.
I was actually going to, but then it won't sound right. Probably like a small teaser of one of the. I played that because it's probably maybe one of my favorites on the project, but I was supposed to give it to the guys at the top and it didn't work. So
You need
like basically, these are some of the. Do I even have another? But let me see. For me, it's more of just an idea of what it is, since it's not like fully done. But these and a few more are some of the songs that I have on my side. So I'm doing the contemporary ones, and then the choral ones is being done. Then we'll put the full album together, and then we get it ready for release. So if there's any question on that, because I think she was asking about the songs.
Yeah.
I played only 2, but I think I have like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Thank you. So,
Great.
so she literally wrote all the songs. I think maybe probably some arrangement, some adjustments and stuff. But I also did some with the able help of the main director, Mr. Eben, right here. Okay. So he's the main music head, right, for Jubilare. Yes.
Oh, Eben, they want to see you, so if you can just...
So Eben hasn't said anything. I mean, and the good thing is you have a mic by you. Is there anything
so Eben, you can say something,
to?
yes. You can say something. You can just pick the mic and say something.
Anything. I mean, since you've been here, the questions that have been asked, anything on the music or, what... I have spoken about the contemporary side. What should the people also expect in terms of the choral, sound, and all that?
Well, initially we were supposed to do the choral...
Here too, I know.
Here. But we've been working, it's quite extensive, the kind of work that, because when you speak to Deborah, her idea of choral is always with very big choirs, Mormon Tabernacle Choir. And so it gives you, when you have such expectation, it gives you a lot to work on. So we've been at it, and I think that by next week, we should also be rounding up with our activities on that level. And then we'll bring it to Reverb for the final stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Do you have any questions for Eben and Joe on the production or the album? Okay. I was watching my phone. One media person said he's seen Jehovah Nisi. And he wants to understand, is it part of the group name? Is it part of the event? What is it?
So Joe would call it the Jubilare Project. And the sub of it is Jehovah Nisi. The Lord is our banner.
So you know how this is atmosphere of worship and Jehovah Nisi. How we'll do Praise Reloaded, Festival of Miracles, or
Wind of Revival.
So it's a theme for this year's project.
So Jehovah Nisi is the theme for this year. Theme for this year. Okay.
So atmosphere of worship is the event.
The event.
And then the Jehovah Nisi is the sub theme.
Okay. Are we okay now? The one who sent me the message.
Why are you looking at them? They didn't want to.
The person is stand. The person is stand. It's okay. Let me just.
Any other? Abba says she has a question.
Oh, Abba. Okay. Abba Gagai. Please give the mic to Abba Gagai.
Please give it. She says she has a question.
Baja, I didn't say I have a question. The question was in my head, but as you have...
That's what I'm saying, because I know it's in your head.
I have a question I would want to ask. Inti, me pere mi bisa de. Sir Oban corporate sponsorship for gospel space. Oya no yezen. a lot of gospel artists will sponsor events from their own pockets or rely on Unwana Ubotum na wa support one. With this particular event, is it going to be sponsored out of pocket? Another, there is corporate sponsorship. And moving forward, what are you going to do differently? Obama, this particular event, why are attractive to corporate Ghana for sponsorship?
It's a question for me.
I think it's a question.
Oh wow!
It may be so.
Oh, no problem. No, I think it's a combination of both. A bit of sponsorship from here and individual sponsorship as well. Also, you realize that, like we said, Jubilare is a new group. People are yet to hear of it. One of the things we're also trying to do with this year's project is to put the name out there and get even more people to come on board what the vision of Jubilare is, so that we can get more partners, more volunteers, more members to be able to help extend or expand the vision of the group. And so this, from the beginning, obviously, from today, we're asking for more people to come on board to help make it even better. But in the meantime, the group is still championing it, not waiting until the people come. But the group is already championing the cost of it, and a few partners who have also come up are also supporting and making it work. I think if there are any names or something, that would be Madam Deborah's decision to say or not to say. But then that's how it's been funded so far.
Okay. You had a second question.
Would you want to mention anything?
I just wanted to add that corporate sponsorship also
Deborah,
looks
because she said spoke fancy, just fancy, so that or else she worries.
fancy. Yeah, corporate sponsorship also look at
It's still fancy, don't worry.
the sometimes you look at the value proposition so. And you look at it holistically from the group's point, not just the music. And from the group's point, we talked about social activities at EREA. In fact, the person that is partnering with us, a corporate entity of Neon or a partner with us for the donation at Kolibu this time around. And there are other stuff as well. And see, sometimes from the value proposition part, you look at what you want to do from the company's point. And see, in the social intervention it's a builder, but even in the music, it's not just from an album point of view, because music also has a way of enriching the people who listen. So even from the corporate point, and we can come to you and we do programs. We do fun, high life dance, jama, stuff like that, just to enrich your corporate environment. And this is some of the value that we can also add to any corporate organization that chooses a sponsor. And like Jules said, it's the first time we are coming out and seeing so I think it's just one step at a time.
Okay, thank you.
Ew.
You have a question?
Mbajo Media Asari from Kobije News.
The names.
Okay.
Mbajo Jubilare. Say me what Jubilare will Google la. Bibri appear. For the sake of say you be who say Jubilare or Ghana and because back me here or California. The better any say Jubilare we free Ghana and I say Jubilare we free California. Thank you.
Mercedes, actually. Yeah.
Pacho, echo social media. You'd type in Jubilare_official. Jubilare_official.
Please, you can use the mic.
Say aside social media handles, no. Google la ankasa. So type Jubilare or what? Bibri appear.
Okay. It's a new group, and
so we'll take that into consideration and then maybe work on how to fix that.
Mopocho, my attention was drawn to mention in Dina Kofa was. So we have Caveman, Obayan with our costume for the male, and we have Rolling Garments, Obayan with our costume for the female, and then in Puntu, so your corporate organization or also Obayan.
Okay. There's one more. Okay, let me acknowledge the media my friends from the media we have here, whilst we get the rest of the information. We have Nicholas from Lois Hype. Please wave at us. Nicholas from Lois Hype. Okay. We have Margaret from News GH. Okay. We have Monica from Gossip 24. Monica. Okay. Obed from GH1 TV. Jessica from Graphic Showbiz. Jessica. Wave. Okay. News Evangelist. John. We have Kwesi Ofori, Gospel GH. Kwesi, Gospel GH. Edem, The Spectator. Okay. We have Kwesi and Frank from Craftcat. We have Isaac Hassan from Joy News. Isaac. Okay. Right. We have Deborah or Fancy Doll from Adom TV. We have Asare, the gentleman who asked the last question from Kobiche News. Asare, please wave. Okay. We have Edwin and Lucy from GBC Online. Edwin and Lucy. We are still looking for the admin. So if you are one of the admin. Oh, you are not looking for the admin. Oh, it's Lucy, it's you, eh? Okay. We also have Sir Isaac from Hypes Media. Richard Amponsa and Desmond from Metro TV. Joshua from Evolve Plus. Abigail from Udunya TV. Nafti from TV3, Abagai Guy, a media personality, Albert from Christian Vibes, Felix from Ghana Gospel Songs, Festus, Gospel Hypers, and Sister Gina, also Gospel Hypers. Please, Sister Gina, are you here? Okay. ZK, ZK Ike Jr. Okay, welcome ZK. Selas Mana Worshippers Hub. Silas, okay, welcome. And David Pablo, UTV Online. David, welcome. Great. So do you have any final questions?
One more name, okay. Health Zone Africa.
Okay.
Under your corporate partner now, or we do the party together with us. I will call it.
Okay, that's fine. So if you don't have any questions from this side, we'll take final comments here. Then after that, if you want to ask you want to do your personal interviews with any of the Jubilare members, you're free to do. We have Mercedes here. We have Deborah here. We have the technical man, Eben, here. You can also, get your metal, please, only on Jubilare and Atmosphere of Worship. So that, you can also interview him on that if you want to do a personal interview with him. So let me take final comments. Maybe I'll start from Mercedes.
Okay, so I want to thank everybody for coming on here, and I want to invite everybody to also be at Atmosphere of Worship. It's going to be a very blessed program. I mean, come and then enjoy yourself and support us as well. Thank you.
Okay, Deborah.
Yeah, I'm there. I've said a lot through my conversations, but just like you've mentioned, it's a new group. This is the first time I think all of you here in the room, you've heard of us. So continue to put the word out there. We are on YouTube as Jubilare. We're on social media as Jubilare_official. Our website is also Jubilare Group LBG. It's out there. Then you have the program dedicated website, which is AOW, Atmosphere of Worship, AOW at jubilaregroupLBG.com. Thank you.
Okay.
I want to say thank you for coming, everyone. Today's a Monday, and you took time out of your busy schedules to be here with us. We're grateful. And again, the day is the 13th of December. The venue is the Physicians and Surgeons Hall. We know you have the voice, and that's why we're also calling on you to be able to add that to what we're already doing so that more will hear of it and join us in worship on the 13th. So thank you again, and God bless you.
Okay, God bless you. So Joe started with this.
You pray, just pray. Pray. You don't like prayer, pray.
Oh, so should I sing before I pray?
Should he sing? Oh, you have a. You didn't sing. Okay. They said don't sing.
Keyboard, so I don't find the key. Emmanuel Judah, please pray with us.
Why today just
Emmanuel Judah. Emmanuel Judah is an artist. Let's clap for Emmanuel Judah. He was nominated for Male Vocalist of the Year at TGMA. But I never sure.
Humbly please shall rise our feet so as we pray. Father, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we thank you for today. We thank you for Jubilare. We thank you for Reverb Studios. We thank you for this partnership that you started with your people. And we ask that let this mark even a time for greater things, even with this group. We pray committing the upcoming event into your hands, that let your glory be seen. And above all, let Christ Jesus be exalted. In the name of Jesus, have we prayed the thanksgiving. Amen.
Okay, so thank you so much. We have refreshment to outside. So whilst on your way out, you just pick something for yourself. We will take pictures, and if you want to ask questions, you want to interview. Okay. Okay, maybe you try to picture. Okay, only Jubilare. If you want to ask Joe a question, it's the right time to. Okay, we can have some of the interviews to outside. So you can get Debbie, you can get.